Hi guys, Alan Jackson here, the social accountant and founder of My Tax Book, and welcome to today's video on what do I need to complete my return. So today we're just going to go through a list of the various things that you'll need to complete your return. So let's jump straight into it. Now, pre-filling is available through eTax and tax agents, and I've attached a PDF document to see what will be pre-filled into your tax return. Now, what is pre-filling? Pre-filling is for a few years now is an ATO initiative where third-party information is automatically downloaded into your tax return. So if you use eTax's the ATO's free software, if you opt for the pre-filling, automatically things will be pre-filled like your wages, income, bank interest, investment earnings. However, just see a list of things that will be pre-filled, and these different things will be available at different times. So depending on when you get your return done, some things will automatically pre-fill and some won't. Now, another great tip is if you're off to see an accountant for the first time, which I strongly recommend if you're not using an accountant, is to take a copy of your last year's previous return if you did it yourself, or even if another accountant did it and you're going to see a new accountant. It's just a great checklist for a new accountant to make sure that they're not missing anything carried forward, and also to make sure that you haven't missed anything from the previous year. So let's have a look from the income side what you'll need to prepare your return. Firstly is any pay-as-you-go payment summaries, and these are what we used to be known as group certificates, but like the ATO and their wisdom, they like changing the names of things after a while. But for those of you who have been around for a while, I still call them group certificates, and these are just your payment summaries from any jobs that you've got. So you may have several of these. Now, if you're missing any of these, if you've misplaced them or your employer just hasn't given you one, they're not in business anymore, this will not hold you up doing your return. Go to our resources section, and there's some documents under there that will explain what you need to do if you're missing any group certificates or payment summaries. Payment summaries from pensions and annuities, payment summaries from Centrelink, payments like New Start and various pensions. Now, just a word here on there's payments like child support rebates and also family tax benefits are very common for the average family. These aren't taxable, and you won't receive a statement from Centrelink or your family tax benefits office. It's just things like New Start and various pensions that they'll send you a statement out anyway, or this will automatically pre-fill. Eligible termination payment statements, interest earned on bank accounts and debentures and any other interest-bearing accounts, share dividend statements, annual taxation statements from trust managed investments and property and cash management trusts. Now with these generally take a while to come through from companies. Sometimes we don't see these come through till September, even October, which can be quite frustrating if you want to get your return done early. By all means, you can go to your accountant and get it prepared, but you might just have to wait till these taxation statements come in. Income and expenses from your investment properties. Just a word here is, it always surprises me that when people come in and they've got an investment property that they forget to bring in their largest deduction, which is generally their interest paid on their investment loan. So don't forget to either go onto internet banking or into your bank and find out what the total interest paid was on your investment loan, as this is your one biggest deduction if you have a loan against your property, which most people do. Business income and expenses if you're self-employed, any foreign pensions that you may earn. Now, capital gains and losses. So if you've sold any shares or investment properties, you'll need the buy and sell statements. So for example, if you sold some shares, you'll need the buy contract that's got the date that you purchased, any associated costs, and also your sell statement. It's important to get the buy date and the sell date, because this will determine how long you've had the asset for. And if you've held the asset for more than 12 months, you'll only pay tax on half the profit, which is a really big plus. Same with if you sell an investment property, you'll generally need the purchase contract, all the legal documentation around that, and the sell contract, so your accountant can pick up any stamp duty, legals, commission on sale. These are all important deductions that you'll claim when you do sell the property, and will reduce the amount of capital gain. Now, moving on to expenses. You'll need to list out all your work-related expenses, and again, list them out. grab all your receipts or your bank statements, or if you go to an account that you put all your tax deductible items in, and just list them into maybe like stationery, phone, and list these out for your accountant. It'll save a lot of time, and he doesn't need to see all your receipts, just as long as you have spent the money. If you're claiming motor vehicle and you're using a logbook method, you'll need your motor vehicle logbook to calculate what your business percentage is, so your accountant can work out how much he's going to claim. Interest and fees on any investment loan. So if you've borrowed money to buy shares or any other investments, the interest on these loans will be deductible. Donations to charities, school building levies and library funds, fees charged on your previous year's tax return, income protection insurance, and sickness and accident insurance. This is a commonly missed deduction. This is when people insure against loss of income. So if they're off sick for a long period of time, generally this type of insurance covers you for 75% of your income. Now just check your policy, but this is tax deductible. It's not life insurance, it's a separate thing. It's protecting you if you're off work for a certain period of time, and each policy is different. It has different waiting periods. Again, this often is a deduction that is missed. Superannuation contributions, if you're self-employed, generally if you're just on wages, you'll have the compulsory 9% pay for you, so superannuation contributions aren't deductible, but if you're self-employed they will be. Some other miscellaneous items you will need: details of private health insurance if you do have family cover. You'll definitely need to put this in your return so you can avoid any potential Medicare levy surcharge of the extra 1%. Amount of any HELP or HECS debt. So if you've got any student financial loans outstanding, you'll need the details of these. Kids' education expenses, because of the government's incentive with the education tax refund. Go to our resources section and you'll see a document and a list of what is applicable under the education expenses. Medical expenses that you're out of pocket for the amounts over and above $2,000, and this is for your whole family. Now for every dollar over $2,000 you're going to get 20% back, so that's important. It can build up over time with kids with braces and dental and that, so it's your whole family. Now if you're not sure, you can pre-fill and get a Medicare statement. They'll tell you what you've claimed back from Medicare during the year, and also if you're with a private health fund you can get a statement off your private health fund showing what you've claimed during the year. Now it's after all your refunds what you're out of pocket over $2,000. And finally, you'll need your spouse's date of birth and taxable income. Now I recommend that you get your returns done together. It's just simpler and easier. However, if you and your wife or partner go to separate accountants or do it separately, you will need the other spouse's date of birth and taxable income, because this will affect the eligibility for different family benefits and different things. So you will need your partner's date of birth and taxable income. So that's it for today's video. Just below here we've got a couple of PDF documents attached. One that this list, so you can cross-check and tick it off when you're preparing to get ready to do your tax. And also again a PDF document that shows what is pre-filled, what the ATO will automatically pre-fill. So again, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you shortly in an upcoming video.